I met Prime Minister Narendra Modi 2 times.
And you will be surprised to know that we have been teaching Japanese to the visually challenged.
So how we are learning? We are learning through praise.
But after that, we got friends for the lifetime, I think.
I am a half Indian. Sakura Science is not a program. It's an emotion for.
First time we took school students, high school students, and then last year we took college students. And 3 of them already got a job to work in Japan.
Showed us a very sophisticated toilet seat section. I also bagged the best all-rounder award in IIT Kharagpur.
Japan inspired me to pursue STEM.
Around 1.5 years I created my own humanoid robot.
And many of them came to India during my wedding.
Thank you, Pragya. So hi everyone, my name is Nandini. I am a coordinator for the India Sakura Science Club Alumni Association. For this portion of the event, we have planned some interactive activity. We all have our memories and experiences based on our journey to Japan. Just like Priyam and Disha and Rahul shared, we would also like to hear the same from you. So for that, I have 3 questions from you. Number 1. Tell us about your most memorable incidents from your visit to Japan. For example, a happy or a funny incident. Number 2, what positive results came in your life or career after you visited Japan? Example, you learned to make a robot, you learned to use any instruments, learned about some experiments. Number 3, how the program has benefited you in the viewpoint of your career and life. So you learn some good manners or learn dining etiquette, etc. If you have any answers, you can just raise your hand and we'll bring the mic to you.
So after your visit to Japan, what positive changes came in your life? So please think about it for 5 minutes, and whoever is ready, we will, with your permission, we will record your videos. So please think for 5 minutes and then please raise your hands.
So hey everyone, it's Vrinda. I visited Kanazawa University, Japan in the month of August 2018. The incident, it brought light to my life and it made me more kind of human than I was ever before. So when I visited, I had people from fellow countries, Sri Lanka, Indonesia, Vietnam, Philippines, etc. So the incident is, after the work hours at the college, university, we went to a shopping complex. So a fellow Sri Lankan student forgot her purse, which carried all the required information and documents which she collected from a country to travel back to any other country. For example, passport, her identity number or such. So she lost it somewhere, and I somewhere read it in some blog before visiting to Japan that there is a lost and found room or some stable there where we can find it. So she was completely hopeless, and I found her crying and weeping in a corner in that mall. So we all went out and tried finding it out, and it was as it is there. All the money, cash, cards, everything was there set up, and the sales girl which was working there, she just handed it over to the Sri Lankan girl. And out of nowhere, she just found out her life back, I guess. It was like she lost all some hope that how can I go back in something like this. But then she was so happy, she hugged that girl there, her name was Sunina. And this incident taught me that we need to be kind to people we don't know even. So be kind to strangers. And yes, the basic etiquettes are at the top notch in Japan. So this was the best experience I could get. Thank you so much. Really lovely.
Somebody is raising hand over there.
So my name is Ashish. I am currently in 12th standard and I visited Japan last year in July. So the most amazing persons were there were my Japanese friends that we made in Horikawa High School. They were super amazing, and our Japanese coordinator Ken-san, I remember his name because he was like just living next to my door, and he always complained about we were making too much shouting and all those things. But yeah, he also made me learn how to use Japanese washing machine because the technology is too advanced there. The washing machine, because all the buttons were in Japanese language, so I couldn't read any of them. so I don't know what to press. But yeah, and then the friends we created there, especially I learned many of the names, Arisu, Kitsumi, all my friends in Uikawa High School. I am still connected with them, so they were the most memorable. And regarding the food, the food was like, many of us was veg, and there it's all non-veg. So that was one of the things. Now moving on to the memorable moments after Japan. So recently, after Japan, I met Prime Minister Narendra Modi 2 times. One, I hosted Pariksha Pe Charcha with Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and second, the learnings and the technology that I learned in Japan, I published that research paper into 3 journals. I published 3 research papers into 3 different journals, and one of them got selected, and I presented that project in front of Prime Minister just 1 month before in January. And yeah, the technology, I'm still researching about all the things I learned in the supercomputing, the science and all those, especially that one particular moment. Have you heard Mr. India movie? I hope everyone is. We actually saw a rat, invisible. What was the name of that? I think Riken Science Center. So we saw a rat, invisible, in that center. That was the most amazing part, that we could see Mr. India live in miniature format rat. And then, of course, the late night walks that we had in Japan. It was super cool. We were in Osaka, near the, I think, ocean, Osaka Bay. So the late night walks were really amazing. So yeah, it's a super memorable moment.
Thank you so much, Ashish. That's great. So now you know, if you want to meet Modiji, you can contact him or join Sakura Science Club. Okay.
Hi everyone, my name is Ankit and I was in the same batch as Ashish. We went to Japan together, and yeah, we weren't friends before, but after coming back, we are like the best friends. And one of the most important thing I think about the Sakura journey was we got friends even for 7 days, but after that we got friends for the lifetime, I think, and that was the most valuable thing. One of the funniest incident was we visited Kiyomizu-dera temple there, and one of our Kensuke San, he was our Japanese coordinator. He shared there was a story or something about that. If someone wants their wish to be fulfilled by God, they just jump off a 10 or 13 feet long cliff. So that was one of the funniest incidents I have ever heard, because what's the point of your wish if you are not, if there's no chance of your living after jumping off the cliff? And yeah, about the noise complaints and all the fun we had in the lounge areas and in the corridors in the hotel, it was amazing. And after coming back, I had the opportunity to host the recently National Education Policy had the 3-year anniversary in August. So I had the opportunity to host the event. Prime Minister Narendra Modi was the chief guest there. And after that, I also got the opportunity to host another event where Education Minister of India was the chief guest. So there were loads of opportunities after the Sakura program which came my way, and I think that is one of the most beneficial points of having being an alumni of this association, this program, because you get loads of opportunities that you can create, make your own, leave your own mark into the world. So that was an amazing experience, and yeah, friendship I think is the most important one that we got. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Hello everyone, my name is Jatin. I'm from basically belong to Uttarakhand state. My favorite memorable moment was in Japan is when I was meet with this wonderful personality, Mr. Nishikawa Yuji San. When I was meet with Mr. Nishikawa San. I think what an innovative person. Because every person in my life are inspired to me through doing a great work for society. And same Mr. Nishikawa San inspired me to doing a great work for my country, for my society, for my peoples. And I think Sakura Science is not a program. It's an emotion for millions of students of the world. It's an emotions. It's not a program. It's an emotions for millions of students of the world. My English is not good, well, but I am trying to speak in English. First, when I was meet to Mr. Nishikawa San, I am very inspiring from your side, sir. And second, when I was meet with Yuji Nishikawa, the famous Nobel Prize winner in biology from Japan. Mr. Nishikawa sir always focus on the basic practical work. Practical work is very required for the life, and Sakura Science also focus on this basic work. And I want to ask Mr. Nishikawa sir. Sir, what are you saying about the Indian students' natures?
Actually, I very much like people of India. So I'm coming to India for the last 40 years. So I am half Indian. But although I cannot speak Hindi or any Tamil or whatever. But anyway, I can communicate with people of India very well. So I hope you will come to Japan and work together with Japan in future as soon as possible. So try to think about it, always keep it in mind. Japan will help you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. This batch is Sakura Science Club batch, and I think it's not a program for me, it's an emotion for all these students of this world.
That's great, that's great. We all have these memories which are really close to our hearts. I totally relate with you.
Hello everybody, my name is Ashok, and I come from a place called Karur in Tamil Nadu, a small village, town in Tamil Nadu. We have thousands of students learning Japanese language over there, and I was fortunate to visit Japan 2 times, take my students 2 times, 2019 and 2023. First time we took school students, high school students, and then last year we took college students. I just want to share the outcome of the visits. After our first visit, a couple of our students joined Japanese universities. One student joined the University of Tokyo, Japan, and she's going to graduate this year. And another student joined Hokkaido University. And this year, that is 2023, 4 of our final year students visit Japan, and 3 of them already got a job to work in Japan. During their interviews, they visit to the Nippon Institute of Technology through the Sakura Science Program was very much appreciated, and it helped them to get the job that they got it. Thank you so much, Nishikawa San. He introduced me to the Sakura Science Program in 2016 when he visited Chennai. And thank you everybody. Thank you JST and SSC for arranging this event. Thank you so much.
We're trying to create a network here which will help us in our professional careers as well. That's the goal. So, yeah, sure.
Good afternoon to everyone. I'm Rohit, graduate from IIT Kharagpur. So first of all, I'd like to share the funniest incident I came across in the country. Language barrier is definitely a concern in Japan. If not in the university, at least when you're traveling and going out. So The first time I went into the washroom of the restaurant, I saw a very elaborate commode, which you generally don't see in an Indian washroom. There were so many buttons, I was really confused as to which one you actually need to use. So later on, we actually visited Osaka University, and one of the professors took us to downtown Osaka, and he showed us a very sophisticated toilet seat. And I took a photo of it, I can share it sometime. He said, "This is the pride of our nation." It's a very sophisticated toilet seat. Apart from that, academically, there are plenty of things I've learned from my visit to Japan. I'm a graduate from naval architecture, so we visited a hydrodynamic channel in the University of Osaka. Professor Toda, his name is Professor Toda, he gave a small demonstration of the circulation tank. Something I realized was in the Indian institutes, the colleges, schools, the students generally tend to learn a lot of theory compared to any other student around the world, even America, Europe, Japan is no exception. We study a lot of theory, we do a lot of stuff on paper, we're good with the math, with the equations, getting the marks. But I was able to see how the professor was able to convey simple concepts like buoyancy and other stuff in a very practically realizable way. The way he demonstrated how simple the phenomena of lift works, he showed us with a small pedal. That actually gave a deeper realization than many classes which we attended back in IIT. We're seeing a small demonstration, it felt much more inciting and provoking. So that was very fascinating. And apart from that, we also visited Sonaya shipyard. Sonaya shipyard, if I remember it right, it was in Kyoto. And that was a very exciting trip because we actually got to see many parts of the ships which we also study in our academic course. And a special thanks to Professor Ryogo Yanagida, who is not here, Ryogo Yanagida. He is also from Osaka University. And because of my restricted diet, he actually helped me throughout my visit. He helped me out getting the fruits and vegetables and food, whatever arrangements I wanted. He personally arranged it for me. And apart from the professors, I still remember Sugiyama-san. He was the closest friend. He was a senior who was guiding us from Osaka University. He was extremely helpful. And my roommate was from Bangladesh, Muhammad Rafiq. And since I was cooking myself, he actually liked whatever I cooked so much, and we became deep friends. I understood Bangladesh and India don't really have, culturally they're quite similar, and I would cook and offer whatever I made to Krishna, and he would actually appreciate whatever I made a lot, and we created a deep bond over here. And one more thing, even though I switched my fields now I'm pursuing Indian philosophy, Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam to be specific, but I have recommend some of my students who are also brilliant. Like my friends have mentioned, you have seen most of the students who have been to Japan through the program have also been doing well after the program. I would say I'm no exception. I also bagged the Best All-Rounder Award in IIT Kharagpur coming back from the program. And I've recommended at least two of my friends from biotechnology who also had the best project in our institute to Osaka further. And they were also accepted immediately. And so it opened many doors between the countries. And I'm really looking forward to visit Japan sometime again. Thank you very much.
I'll keep it short. My name is Vaishnavi. I went to Japan. I visited Japan during the year 2019, and I'm currently in my last year of BSc Physics Honors from Delhi University. So basically, Japan inspired me to pursue STEM. So I found physics the most basic science, so I pursued physics. And probably the most memorable thing about Japan was making friends, of course. And the supervisors from DST and JST were super nice to me. And yet again, as Ankit mentioned, the Asimo from Raikan was probably the most memorable thing I ever saw. because I was back then in 10th standard, so probably the most interesting thing. Then we visited the Panasonic Olympic Center, and then we the most fun thing was I along with my friends, did that stamp thing, that mascot stamp thing, and that's it. I'll keep it very short. Thank you again, SSC and
Hello, I am Ankit and I visited Japan in 2019. And I would like to share what inspired me most and what changed my life after visiting Japan. I still remember that when I visited Japan, we visited American Museum, and there we saw many cutting-edge technology, and one of them was humanoid robots. And I was always inspired by humanoid robots, and after coming from Japan, I wanted to create my own humanoid robot, and for that I enrolled in mechatronics engineering and started working on humanoid robot. And after working on around 1.5 years, I created my own humanoid robot named Vrinda, which is medical interactive robotic assistant, Mira, and it was developed for elderly people. And I would like to show a photograph of it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Look to the camera, it's important.
Okay.
So for this I have been awarded many national awards for the same, and one of them was Accenture Innovation Challenge, in which there were 1 lakh participants, and I won that competition. Thank you.
So after my name is Yuki Azad Tomar, and by my name I can say that this is a perfect Indo-Japan association. I was born there when my father was posted, and my father named me Yuki, which means snowfall in Japanese. And after that, I got an opportunity to visit Japan in 2007 when I was a student. Sakura program was not there at that time, but still few Delhi University students went to Japan, and I had a very good association there, and many of them came to India during my wedding, and we still are friends. And now I am associate professor in Delhi University, and now with my students I went for Sakura Science Program last year, and this is an ongoing collaboration. And after this collaboration, one of the papers were written by me and one of the professor at Fukuoka University, Yuki San, got published in a very good journal. And this is the association which we want to carry forward. I would really want JST and Sakura Science Club to also incorporate social sciences in a bigger manner, because we are only looking at science and technology, which is important, but without social sciences, few things miss the bridge. So let's make it a great association. Thank you so much.
Here. A cue from Yuki's comment.
Okay.
That why not include social sciences also into it? Well, let me tell you. My name is Kailash and Mr. I am from the Blind Relief Association, Delhi, and you will be surprised to know that we have been teaching Japanese to the visually challenged persons since 2005, and our students who study Japanese, they also appear for JSPS, not JSPS but JLPT tests also, and it has been a wonderful experience. In fact, as a matter of fact, one of our students has just today reached Japan to pursue his study, PhD in Japanese studies. He'll be staying at Ritsumeikan University. Yes, he will. Another interesting connection with Ritsumeikan University I can narrate is that you had Professor Hata here,
Yes.
who knew Japanese very well. He translated Sare Jahan Se Acha into Hindi, and our students, they all know Hindi and Japanese. Sare Jahan Se Acha. Here Mr. Deepak is with me, he is one of our students, and now he is managing the course also. So So, Mr. Deepak, you can share some of things.
Yeah, thank you, sir. So we are learning Japanese here in Delhi. All the students are visually impaired. I did my diploma in Japanese from Delhi University and paid for JLPT and for also. So how we are learning? We are learning through braille. So we learned Japanese braille. So we have been traditionally doing Hindi English braille, but I found Japanese braille so interesting, so logical, and so impactful that through that we could do the JLPT test and one of the our members, our students, he has done dusting leadership from Japan. He was for 10 months, and our group has been also to trip to Japan a couple of years back with Pandey Sensei. So we are looking forward to further collaboration with the Sakura Science, and yeah, we are social science students. I teach English literature and we learn Japanese. So we want really have such opportunities for visually impaired, for blind students also, to be in Japan, to explore the culture at the first hand. Thank you so much.
Thank you.